You're going to make the game end quicker, that's why.
Yeah, I mean, we're Boris. We're supposed to make this happen. Oh, we have less money, of course. Okay, so 18th Congress of the Cpsu convened a year before the appointed date. To date, the party has been actually split into supporters of radical reforms who advocated turning the Cpsu into a parliamentary party and the so-called conservatives who accused Mikhail Gorbachev of abandoning communist ideology. Will the Congress solve the vital problems of the party, or will it only aggravate the situation? It's hard to say. Some even say that it might be the last one.
Oh no.
Okay, so this can no longer be tolerated. Declare at the Congress your withdrawal from the Cpsu and join the Democratic Union.
Retreat from the Cpsu suicide.
Damn. Okay, that. Okay. Wait, I don't think he means like actually like put a bullet in your own head.
Please pick the third option, please.
I'm Boris Yeltsin! You retard!
Please. No.
The Congress did not even manage to approve the Cpsu program. We are now Democratic Party of Russia.
You didn't even say.
Oh wait, censorship. Hold on.
No.
So, it happened! The Supreme Soviet of USSR adopted a new law on the press and other mass media. Before the adoption of the law on the press, there was no single mechanism for regulating the media, and now the mass opening of various newspapers and publications has begun throughout the country. Three fundamental features of the law on the press of the year are... That's great English. The abolition of censorship, the pluralism of founding, the founders of the media in accordance with the law could be the Council of People's Deputies and other state bodies, political parties, and public organizations. Okay. But isn't it worth to slow the glasnost a little?
Please. Have mercy.
I don't get like which of these.
I believe the third one is a more radical option.
No, see, no, you don't get this. No, you don't get this. This is Russian state television, not controlled by the state television and radio broadcasting. What we're doing is we're doing a RSFSR state TV, not USSR, Russian Federative Republic.
I mean, if we just turn the fucking media into a liberal shitfest, then it doesn't matter.
No. This is not okay. It doesn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be liberal. It should be like our state media, not the USSR one.
I get what you mean.
It doesn't necessarily mean liberal.
But we are liberal, though.
Not entirely.
What I mean is fucking Yeltsin is going to use it to spread more of his propaganda.
We are Yeltsin!
Exactly!
And that's good! Like, it's not good that we're Yeltsin, but it's good for us since we are Yeltsin.
Take another shot every time you say we are Yeltsin.
I am Yeltsin! Блять! Я Борис! Я президент Российской Федерации!
Oh god.
Я не выпил так много! Okay, so, alright. 1990 is almost over. What a year. For several months now, the Democratic Union and its supporters have been preparing for the opening of Solovetsky Stone, a memorial pedestal dedicated to the memory of the victims of political repression in USSR. At the beginning of this year, the Arkhangelsk Society Repentance, oh god, cringe, decided to create a memorial to the victims of political repression in their city. Given the exorbitant financial costs of a large monument, its chairman proposed as a central element of the memorial to put a stone brought from Solovetsky Islands, oh, the KGB islands, where the Gulag branch was located earlier. The Metropolitan Anti-Soviet Intelligentsia liked this idea, but so much that they wanted to put the same stone, but only on Lubyanka Square opposite the KGB building. What then we'll do? I'm not sure that this is like the great idea.
It's just a big T. Are they just trying to T-pose over the KGB, basically?
Yeah, this is not the greatest idea. I'm sorry, libcucks. Okay, so...
I thought you said we were Yeltsin.
Yeah, but like I only want to like get drunk and like be the president and for Russia to be independent.
You don't want to get shot by the KGB, do you?
I don't actually want to get shot by the like I'm not like oh my god blah 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 blah. Like, I'm not a fucking like snowflake. Okay, so they did their shit. After the rally, the people marched along Dzerzhinsky Street, nice name, to the square near the Polytechnic Museum, where the Solovetsky Grand opening took place. Famous dissidents and former political prisoners participated and spoke in it. Representatives of the authorities, with the exception of a number of the previously firstly democratically elected deputies of the Moscow Soviet, ignored the event. Okay.
Collapse 85, we're gonna just so fucking die.
That's a lot of collapse. This is ours and this is yours. Okay, so the struggle of laws between the Union government and the Russian parliament continues. This time, the deputies are demanding that the control over the natural resources and industry of the Republic be completely transferred to SSR authorities. Thus, the Russian economy will become completely under the control of the Russian government, which will increase our control over the situation in the national economy of the country, but it will break the current existing ties between the other Union republics. What do we do?
Just shoot.
Factories and natural resources rightfully belong to the people of Russia!
It's all over.
Of course! And we did it! From now on, only strategically important military enterprise and the country's nuclear energy are located in Department of the Center. However, the economic crisis continues to intensify. Oh, really? I wonder why. 93% collapse. It's almost done! Russia is almost independent!
We have money.
Of course.
Please actually invest into collapse fixing.
There's no coming back from this. I take another shot of vodka.
I mean, what if we get a game over? Then we'll have to start again because we didn't reach the ending.
No.
Why?
Because if we're Boris Yeltsin and we destroy everything, we win. Also, why is there a fascist fish? Like, look, he's doing a Roman salute.
I can't read the text.
У меня есть свое мнение, но я с ним не согласен. Like, I have my own like opinions, but I don't agree with them.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah, it's in Russian it's мнение with singular, in English it's plural. I'm not 100% sure what this is supposed to mean, but I think like a anti-liberal poster.
I am not even sure anymore. It's
but like he's doing a fascist salute. Am I the only one seeing this? He's doing a fascist salute. I don't know, whatever.
I mean, if you point it out, then yes, I see it too, but I don't believe that was the original meaning behind it.
Yeah, okay. So, as you know, the SSR still does not have its own anthem, although other Union republics have long had it. So the anthem of USSR is constantly performed at Russian government events. Its connection with the unfolding processes, the Congress of People's Deputies demand the adoption of a new version of the anthem, in which there will be no longer any mention of Lenin and communism. The patriotic song of the great Russian composer Mikhail Ivanovich Glinka was especially in demand in the country. However, words for it have not yet been invented. On the other hand, we have a fully finished prototype of anthem of SSR created but not approved in 1946. Not everyone will like it given the anti-Stalinist mood in society.
Is just put the fucking stone.
You know,
It's not about just for shits and giggles. Do it.
I actually don't know what the 1946 RSFSR anthem is. But Stalinism! We're gonna do Russia for Russians and Stalinism.
Yes.
See, like, I was gonna leave everything the way it is because actually, like, the patriotic song is pretty cringe, and and in the end, they just like put the USSR anthem with different words. That's like so fucking.
I remember.
Like, Putin is so hilarious. Like, he just like takes everything USSR when he wants it. It's just so funny.
Can't
So-
say I don't agree with him, but
Take yes. My name is Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, and I'm about to like make you nostalgic for USSR, but I don't actually agree. Also, I love how our music is changing. I'm not sure if it's like intentional or not, but like I hear rock and like this classical Russian music instead of like USSR things. I don't know.
might be intentional. I'm not sure.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Government of RSFSR adopted a resolution approving the anthem of RSFSR. As a result, the Commission approved the prototype of Russian anthem of 1946. And soon the Supreme Council officially approved the composition as the new anthem of RSFSR. The words of the anthem were never officially approved, although at session of the Supreme Council, one of the options was executed, approved by leadership. In the thunderstorms, native Russia is strengthened. A bold, united, nurtured people. Great roof illuminates your path. Strength and glory will lead you forward. Despite complete ideologicalization and apoliticality of anthem, the most radical dissidents were dissatisfied, while the rest of citizens of Russia liked the anthem. Duh!
Wait. Oh, panic is still going up. Also, you're reading this exactly as if you are drunk, Yeltsin.
Yeah, that's the point. That's actually the point. I'm trying to sound drunk.
Political power.
Yeltsin, great.
Agriculture's still going down.
I don't know what the fuck is supposed to be happening. So, the 4th Congress of People's Deputies of the USSR has opened today. On the agenda, there was the question of holding the first referendum in the history of the Soviet Union on the preservation of USSR as an updated federation of equal sovereign republics. There is also the plan to raise another important issue at the referendum, the legalization of private ownership of land, the implementation of which the liberals from the Democratic Union so eagerly sabotage. Wait, what?
What?
Question marks?
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. So far, this whole idea with referenda looks as vague as possible, and the Russian leadership needs to make the most correct choice in order to avoid further collapse of the economy and after the political system. Has socialism come to an end? Oh, okay. I think the actual like
Yeah, actor is playing.
yeah the okay.
I literally heard the start of it.
Ah.
Barely hear anything from the game.
Yep. So force the Congress to cancel the issue of agrarian reform by reducing subsidies to the center. Closely monitor developments. I love how this is a euphemism for don't fucking do anything.
Basically.
I honestly have no idea what's going on, so I'm not gonna.
No, the third option was no one is interested in your opinions.
I love that. So it was decided to hold an all-union referendum on private land ownership and a vote to preservation of USSR as single union state. An attempt by Democratic Union supporters to sabotage the decision of the Congress suffered a failure. Okay. Oh no, the agriculture exploded.
This is at the 100.
Oh, it's about to explode. It's 1991. It's the year.
It's only the first month.
Call me Mr. President. So, okay, hold on. In real life, technically, when was the USSR exploded? Like August? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not sure remember the exact month.
like dissolution of the USSR. So December 26th, 1991. Damn, it lasted all the way to December. Yeah, like I remember like watching this like Christmas evening, the USSR flag going down for the last time thing, and being replaced by the Russian flag. Yeah, I'll link it to you later.
No, I know what you're talking about. I just, for a second I thought you were way older than you actually were. Sorry.
No, yeah, no, I didn't actually watch it on television. I was -4. Okay, so in many of current Union republics, an elected presidential post is being introduced everywhere. As you know, a referendum preserving USSR should be held in few months. Therefore, I propose, especially for RSFSR, to vote on issue of establishing the post of President Republic, which will strengthen the image of our government and make it completely legal and democratic, showing our political opponents the futility of their struggle.
Don't break the keyboard and desk.
I did not break the keyboard because I'm not pounding on the keyboard, I'm pounding on the desk, which is not gonna break.
I did say don't break the keyboard and desk. I just want to be sure for both.
I will not break my fucking desk!
Okay, Yeltsin.
To any Russians, I'm actually doing a good Yeltsin impression. Like, anyone who has, like, you know, had contact with Yeltsin, speaking of, like, in the last few days, I don't know. Yeltsin died in, like, 2000 and... Okay, I need to check. When did Yeltsin die?
He died pretty early.
I mean, I wonder why. I wonder why he died. He died in 2007. What? I wonder. Yeah, 2007. I wonder.
That's way later than I thought originally.
Yeah, see, like he was pretty like inexistent in the last few years of his life. Also, I love I love how on like Google that I'm on right now. People also search for Mikhail Gorbachev, Joseph Stalin, Vladimir Lenin, Vladimir Putin, and Naina Yeltsina, the wife. But guess who is trending of these people?
The wife?
Stalin and Lenin.
I'm surprised though.
Mikhail Gorbachev, Vladimir Putin, and Naina Yeltsina are not trending, but apparently Stalin and Lenin are. So that's epic.
It's the internet, what do you think?
It's the internet, and it's 2020, so people are looking for interesting alternatives to...
No one is interested in our opinion here.
Nice. Okay, so... Boris Yeltsin, simultaneously with all union referendum in the RSFSR, a vote will be held on the question, do you consider it necessary to introduce the post of President of RSFSR elected by popular vote? See, like, I actually have a... trivia. In my university, there was this little place where, like, people could... Well, people. I suppose, like... it was right near the library. So, I suppose, like, you know, librarians and random people could, like, deposit, like, books that they did not need, right? So I suppose, like, shit that was, like, donated to the library and was not necessary. Yeah, okay. And I once found a booklet on, like, on the, like, law act about the election of the president of the RSFSR. And I still have it, which is it's this thing. It's literally fucking this thing. And I have, like, the booklet of the Russian RSFSR 1989 or 1990 or 1990, probably 1991, law act on, like, how the fuck are we gonna elect, like, the president of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic. It's like the weirdest, like, thing. It's like the nerdiest thing ever.
Thing to find in Italy.
Yeah, and it's just like a very, 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 very obscure thing, but I possess it.
Who the fuck posted it there in the beginning?
I mean, they're like, it was a faculty of languages and foreign literature, so probably someone brought a whole bunch of, like, Russian shit, and, Yeah. I found volume 2, I think, of the Soviet Military Encyclopedia. It's actually really, really epic. Like, it's well preserved. I still have it. Like, it's ridiculously well preserved. I'm gonna someday like go to Russia and like buy every volume but volume 2, and probably like the bookstore owner is gonna be like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I have the volume 2, and it's like, okay, interesting.
If you even find it there anymore, I don't know.
I mean,
Might have to use
they probably printed a whole lot of the things. Like, the Soviet Union liked books. Like,
I know.
my Russian teachers were like, yeah, like, I went to Russia in, like, 1993, and, like, I bought, like, a shitload of books for, like, 2 kopecks or whatever, and, yeah. Because they printed a whole shitload, and then the economy exploded.
I've just been in the fuck. I've just been in a few Russian bookstores recently, and I'm not sure if they have a bunch of the stuff you're talking about anymore.
I mean, considering who I am, I'm probably gonna find a really cringe, like, Soviet military bookstore, and, yeah. But, like, the encyclopedia is actually really fucking, like, nifty. It's just very, very well made, but whatever. Anyway, political caricatures of leader of RSFSR and ridiculous introduction of presidency and for the notorious election winner were circulated in the media, but who knows, anything can happen in the country. Oh my god.
Dying.
What? Explode the Soviet Union! Glory to Russia!